If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome back to the Low Scale Gaming podcast. I'm your host, Fantasy, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones. Conan, how you doing today?
I'm doing okay. Kind of a slow morning. My wife's already down taking a nap, so it's like 9:30. She's already asleep again. So
Yeah. We got up to mow the yard, and then I got that Sonic by my house is really, really awful. I don't know why I go to it. Like, it is absolutely the most dog shit Sonic I've ever been to in my life.
I don't know why you always get bad food there, because I don't think I've ever had anything bad from there.
Like, I don't know. Like, I've gone there like 4 times now. Like for example, for this morning, I got an ultimate beef or ultimate burrito, right? Right. It was literally just bacon, and then whenever I opened it out of the wrapper, it literally fell apart because like they didn't even wrap it.
I could see that. I don't think I've had breakfast there. Sonic breakfast is just not my thing.
See, man, when Sonic breakfast hits, man, who does it hit? Like a nice sausage, egg, and cheese toaster sandwich. It's really good, but
I don't disagree with you. I just feel like Sonic breakfast in general hits way less frequently than it should.
I mean, that's fair. The one when I lived in Lawton, the one right down the house, man, that one always hit. Like, it didn't matter what time of day it was, that always hit. Like, I guess I just got spoiled on
Good Sonic.
good Sonic, and now that like I get like a bad Sonic, I'm just like, man, I'm sucks.
This makes me sad.
Yeah. I think my allergies are kicking up because of mowing the yard and stuff. I don't know why you had an issue with my my leaf blower, because man, I was like, it worked perfectly fine for me today.
I had tried it with the stuff that I had that was just already on the lawn, and it was just too compacted in, and I didn't want to put the work forth to bring it to the surface. So some of it was my fault.
I mean, I used it today, and that was just fun. Granted, I don't care about it being on the lawn. I just get it off the concrete and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, I'm the other way. Like, I don't care about it being on the concrete.
See, I don't want it to be on the concrete, but yeah. Man.
How are you,
last night, I'm doing pretty good. Last night, my favorite wrestler, my favorite wrestler of all time is CM Punk. He quit wrestling in like he walked out of WWE in like 2014 because of some shit that went down, and like he hasn't wrestled. Ago? Yeah, he hasn't done anything since then. Like, he hasn't like wrestled, he hasn't done anything like that, and like he did MMA for a little bit and got his ass kicked on MMA twice, but that's neither here nor there. But last night on AEW Rampage, AEW it's all elite wrestling. It's the direct competition to WWE, and like they started probably like 2 years. I think they started about 2 years ago, and they're the Turner like the Turner Network. They're on TNT.
Yeah,
I think. And like they're like, I guess the best way you could compare it to is like it's like how WCW was in the 90s, but they're not really like that's the best comparison, but it's also like not even a very good one. That's just something like to tell you how like how their competition is. Anyways, but their ACW or AEW is like, it's really good wrestling. I've been watching a couple here and there, but like they've been hinting at CM Punk coming back for like a little bit now, and they was like, "Oh, Rampage first dance at Chicago," and I was like, "Oh, CM Punk's from Chicago, first dance, it's kind of ironic that he's saying all that. It's first time back to blah, 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 whatever. So first thing pops out is just you hear Cult of Personality by Living Color, and just the fucking building in the United Center just blew off, dude. I've never heard a crowd pop that loud for anything ever in my life. Like, I was watching it live with my brother, and like I started like just fucking yelling my head off, and like I'll be honest, I started crying too. I was so fucking happy. Like, God, they were like, they kept on like showing like the crowd and stuff and everything, and like, man, there was like people just bawling, like grown men bawling their eyes out and shit. I don't give a fuck, man. It was an emotional time, and I'm glad that he's back. He deserves everything. He's the best in the world.
I didn't realize he had been out that long. Like,
yeah, that's why it was such a big deal. He's been out for such a long, long time.
Yeah, that definitely makes it a bigger deal. Like, I don't know, part of me just kind of thought he was still doing the thing, so I was like, I don't get what I'm watching. Like, okay, he's changed companies, like, not knowing he really
like, he hasn't done anything for like 7.5 years. It was like 2,210 days or something like that.
That's rough, man.
Yeah. But yeah, everything's right with the world now. So I am an AEW mark now because I love CM Punk, man. He's such a good wrestler. He's the best in the world.
Is it bad that I don't care for Cult of Personality?
Dude, I love that song because of CM Punk.
And I figured that's probably what it was, but I'm just like, I don't feel like this is really a good song on its own. Like,
really? Okay, but like, have you ever listened to it like all the way through?
I know I have. I know it's been a long time. Like, I watched the video that you had sent, and it definitely makes more sense now, realizing like what was actually going on and knowing that he's been gone for so long. Like, because you said to watch like the first 2 minutes of it, and I was like, he doesn't even make it like out on stage really until like 1:45. I was waiting for like something cool to happen, not realizing that the whole thing was the cool thing.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, that makes.
I mean, the cool thing was the fucking noise from the crowd. That was the cool thing. Just the loud pop that was that whenever he came out. That was the cool thing.
Yeah, see, I guess stuff like that is just kind of lost on me. It didn't even register like how loud they were or weren't on my end. But just kind of listening through my little speakers here.
Yeah. But it's good times. It's good to be a wrestling fan.
Heck yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Cody Jones, what is your fail of the week?
I couldn't really think of a fail this week. Like, nothing was really super out of the norm. It was just kind of a normal ass week, like, which I guess is a good thing.
Because I have a long ass fail of the week.
Oh boy, here we go.
All right. So, part of you guys know I'm on my World of Warcraft stuff where we went Horde instead of playing on Alliance. Well, we joined this guild and like it was cool for a little bit, and then the guild masters started getting super fucking weird with us, man. Like, I don't know what happened, but it was just super, super awkward. Like, I felt like she had a thing for me. I felt like she had a thing for my buddy Worse. And Worse is married, by the way. And it got to the point with her that like Worse had to tell her that like stop messaging her or he's gonna have to block her because his wife checks his discords and like he doesn't want to like risk his marriage because of this crazy bitch.
Yeah.
So he blocked her because of it, right?
Okay.
And then it just like delved deeper from there. And then we was in raid on Wednesday night, and we were doing I don't know Tuesday night. Tuesday night was where it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. Was we were doing one of the bosses, and we hadn't heard a word from her all night because we were just gonna like stick it out and just be like, if we don't hear from her, it's a good night, whatever. We just raid 2 nights a week and then do our own thing. So we get to like the last boss we were doing that night, and we were about to kill it and everything, and she purposely wiped us because she didn't call out that she needed help with this one specific thing that you have to call out in the Discord or like call out to say you need help with. And whenever she said that she did say it, she said she typed it out in Say Chat. Like Say Chat has like a proximity of like 5-10 yards, and like this is a big ass boss room. And then I could not believe that shit that she wiped us to prove a point and told us that it was our fault that we wiped and not her calling it out. So that's the straw that broke the camel's back with that, right? I was like, all right, we're done with this.
Yeah.
We're leaving on Wednesday after raid. So Wednesday hits, okay, and we're doing the very last boss of the raid to get AOTC for the guild, and she's like, keep in mind, we and Worse already have AOTC, so she was apparently, without telling me and Worse, she was expecting me and Worse to call more stuff out and doing more to help everybody, which I can see that, but
if you know what's expected of you.
One, she didn't tell me to do that. 2, I'm not the raid leader. I'm not in any like position of power for that. I'm just a tank. I'm just there to like, let the boss hit my face.
Yeah.
And so it gets to the point where we're in the middle of a pool and she like starts losing her shit again. Like this bitch, I'll tell you what, Conan, this bitch is crazy. And if you listen to this week's podcast, bitch, you crazy. Okay? You crazy as hell. Go get help. Please. She told us in the middle of a pool, she yelled into Discord telling us that we were all replaceable. And then everybody was just like this wasn't just like, there's people that I haven't even heard talk in Discord like that time or before start telling her that she needs to stop talking, that this isn't productive, and that the only problem is that she's the problem right now.
Yeah. And
I was just like, holy shit, dude. So yeah, after that raid, we didn't kill that boss, and then we just we left the guild afterwards, and then instead of going to find a new one, because we had like about 5-6 people, we just started our own guild, and now I'm the guild master.
All right. Well,
and it's called the Externals.
Is there a link to join your guild?
No, you can join the Discord though, I suppose. I don't have a link for it though, or like a link, or like a
join the Discord, send Finn a DM, and he'll get you hooked up.
Mm-hmm. But we're doing okay. Last night we kind of got into. We were doing. The other thing is, I'm the top ranked Blood DK tank on the realm now. I was number 2 last week, but now I'm number 1. Cal Mountain Jr.
I really just need to clip the fucking Nelly song since we quote it so much.
Well, no, we do quote it so much, but I am the top ranked Blood DK tank, and I'm really happy about it. But last night we were doing 20 keys. So we were doing 15s before. 15s are like kind of like they were hard, but now like we're so geared, like not even that we're really geared, we're just like more knowledgeable about the dungeons and stuff, that like it's super fucking easy.
Yeah.
But like 20, when you kill a 20 key, you get a portal to that dungeon. And we got 2 of the 8 done, and we're trying to get all 8 done.
Okay.
But last night we kind of got in. We all kind of started fighting yesterday because of I wasn't in a good mood, and I have another person in there that likes to troll a lot, and he fucking kept pushing me, and I just fucking exploded. So, yeah. It wasn't a good night yesterday, but then CM Punk returned, so then I'm okay.
Oh, it's all better after that.
Yeah.
Since you're the number 1 now, Blood Knight, obviously there are different races, but like, is there a difference between like the same class and being different races? Like,
so there's no. There's the same class and the same spec. There's classes and there's specs. So the spec is Blood Death Knight, right? So I'm the number 1 Blood Death Knight over it. But overall, I'm like, for all the Death Knights, like Blood, Unholy, and Frost, I'm number 3. So I still got a little bit to go to be actual number 1.
Okay.
But I'm content with being number 1 Blood DK. I'm content with it.
So like, if you were like an orc tank,
that doesn't matter. It's just Horde or Alliance, but that doesn't matter either. It's still like, it still combines both of them.
It combines both of them?
Like for the entire realm, it combines like all the Horde players and all the Alliance players for the count.
Yeah, so I guess I'm thinking more of orc as like a race. Like whenever you create...
Races don't matter. So it just matters if they're Horde or Alliance.
So what is a Blood DK? Like,
the Blood Death Knight is the spec and class. Death Knight is the class. Blood is the spec.
So what is an example of another spec?
Unholy Death Knight, Frost Death Knight.
Okay, so then if you were a Death Knight, does that can you play Death Knights as things other than a tank?
Yes, Frost and Unholy are both DPS specs.
Okay.
That's why it's more important for the tank spec to be top, because to be honest, Blood's not that really good of a tank spec. And I think it's like out of the six tanks, I think it's like number 4, I think. So it's not even really that good. And that's why it's so important for me to be number 1. And I'm like, out of all the tanks, like out of all the 6 tank specs, I think I'm like top 20. So like I'm pretty happy with where I am.
Okay, I think that's where my question was going, was asking about the other tank specs. Like,
okay, let me double check. I'm pretty sure I'm top 20 now.
Because for some reason my brain wants to call that a race, like a blood, like a Death Knight is.
Oh, I'm top 6. I'm top 16.
Or just tanks in general.
Yeah, for tanks.
Okay.
Yeah, all tanks. I'm top 16.
Okay, I think that's what I had in my brain. I just couldn't wrap around how to say what I had in my brain. But okay, well that's a lot for me to process, and I'm not totally sure why. Like,
and if you want to know my world ranking, it's I'm in the top 1,000.
So it's
which I'm really happy with.
Is it just top 16 on your server?
Yeah, I'm 16th on my server. 200 or let's see, overall ranking. For the entire world, I'm in the top. Oh wait, I'm not doing too good on that, but I'm like 9,843rd for the region, which is just the NA server. I'm 2,891, and then for my realm, I'm 16th.
Okay, I mean, with all the people who play WoW, I mean, that seems like pretty good numbers, though. Like,
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'm doing really good.
heck yeah, man. Well,
we also have a top 20 world ranking for a dungeon we completed.
top 20 world ranking?
Yes.
Heck yeah. Good job.
So like I'm doing really good. Like,
so is that based off of like the speed of the clear, or like what is?
Yes.
Okay.
Based off the speed of the clear and the difficulty of the clear.
Gotcha. Okay.
We have a top. Yeah, we're on the leaderboard. Let's see. We should still be in there. Yep, 20th. Me. Sorry, that's to take my medicine. Me, worse, Milky, and Domestic. Domestic's another one of our friends.
Does he listen? Do they? Oh my goodness gracious! Do they listen also?
I'm not sure. Probably not.
Okay. Well, they don't get a shout out then.
And I know Worse does. Worse, he said he was going to listen, but I don't know.
I feel like I've talked with Worse several times though too. So
yeah, you've talked to a lot of them. Yeah, you talked to most of them. All right. Yeah, that's my fail this week. Is that bitch was crazy.
All right.
All right. Oh. Conan Jones, what do you got for topic 1 this week?
I just still have work related stuff on here. Like I didn't really have a whole lot to add. Like work was pretty chill for me this week. It's just kind of another week. Like anything crazy on your side?
No, other than I'm debating about why. I mean, I'm not debating anymore. I already applied, but I'm hoping to get another job.
Quick?
I don't know, like
someone talk you into it?
Yeah, and I mean, I'll be honest. The thing that talked me into it the most was the pay. Yeah. Like the pay and what I would be doing. Like that's literally what talked me into it the most. Was just like, because I mean, I still want to help like kids and everything, and it would literally still be permanency planning, but it would just be with Native American children.
Yeah,
and I'm okay with that. You know, like.
Yeah,
and also, man, I've been doing my training with the state, and man, there's so many people don't understand ICWA. It's so sad the people don't understand ICWA, and then the people that do, we're just like, well, I don't see why we're favoring these Native American kids. We should be treating all of our kids like this. And I about called this bitch a bitch in the classroom. Like I was just like dead eye staring her down. And like it was like you didn't even watch like our training videos at all. Why it was like important and everything.
What were they saying?
There was this fucking white ass bitch that was sitting there saying that she was just like, I don't understand why IC was so important. Why are we playing favoritism towards Native American kids? We should be doing this for all of our kids. She said that word for word, not verbatim, word for word. And I was furious about it.
What is it that she was referring to? Like,
okay, so how they were explaining it to us is like, you know, with IC or with like normal like permanency planning stuff or CPS, you know, you make an appointment for a kid, you know, you make sure they get there and stuff and all that sort of stuff. But with an ICWA case, you have to go the extra mile with it, where you have to like take the kid to the thing and make sure the kid like take the kid there yourself and do that extra mile sort of stuff with it. And then that's what the chick was getting mad about.
To just like visits and stuff?
To visit, no, like visits and doctor appointments and stuff like that.
Okay, see that, I guess that specific side of the training I didn't get since I was spec to CPS.
Yeah.
So that makes more sense of why I'm confused.
And I don't know, like it just pissed me off, man. I fucking hate white people sometimes.
Like, it's a weird deal because like I don't think she's wrong, but to also downplay the significance of doing it for Native kids is like super
That's what
shitty.
I was mad about. Like,
yeah.
Yes, I agree. We should be doing it with all of our kids. Like, I think we should be doing the extra mile to make sure these kids are like getting the best treatment they can. Yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly. But I don't think that we should be doing it at the same time as like fucking talking shit on Native American kids and making it seem like we're second class citizens because of it. And that's what I felt like I was getting from that bitch. And I was heated that day. It was that day whenever I was blowing you up about shit.
I feel like that's happened several times this week.
That's fair. It did happen. Like all of that shit could have been like just at home. They were sitting there talking about it. They was like, it's very likely we might be going back to just full online core. And I was just like, God willing. And I'm sitting there with my fingers crossed and everything. And lady was just like, you're not going to be saying that when we're actually doing it. You're going to want to be here. And I was sitting there in the sand in my head. I was like, the fuck I am. You don't know me. I fucking hate all this stuff. It is like, oh my God, Conan Jones. Let me tell you something.
Tell me.
This should have been my fail of the week, but we literally would be there. We would do an activity, right? We'd do something stupid where we had to stand up and get in groups, sort of thing. After going over our lesson thing, every single page turn was a different activity, right? We must have done fucking 20 activities in the week.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just boiled into that, fuck, I lost my train of thought. And then it just boiled into, after we did that, 15-minute break.
Yep.
After every single one of them. And then we were sitting there just talking. I was just like, why are we taking so many breaks? It was like, oh, it's in the, this course is written for us. Like, we're not the ones, we didn't write this. We're just enforcing it. And I was just like, okay, you totally just didn't answer my question. Is the thing in there forcing us to take breaks? And they were just like, well, yeah, that's what it says in here. Take a 5-10 minute break. And I was like, okay, that still doesn't make sense why we have to do this after every single activity. That shit could have been condensed into 2 days at most, where we got out the second day. But no, they had to do so many fucking activities, man. Felt like it was pre-K all over again.
Right. And like you said, like almost the entirety of those trainings can be condensed into like 3 bullet points. Like, do your job, don't be shitty, don't be racist. Like
that's exactly like, and the things that we want to talk about. I want to learn how to interview better, right? Like how to even get that initial interview started and stuff like that. We'll get to that later, and just completely bypassed it. And I was just like, that's the shit I want to, like, the one thing that I actually want to know and work on, not even doing. Like, oh, cool. They just fucking throw me out there and just make me be useless, please. I've been cussing a lot today. I'm not in a good mood. Okay. I'm not in a good mood. But I'm getting through it.
Core was definitely one of those, like, I'm glad I'm done with it, but I also wish I could still get paid for doing it kind of things.
You don't get paid for core?
No, like, I wish I could go back and do it so I could get paid to do it again, because
you scared me.
It was stupid and it was easy, and plus you get to do travel claims to Norman.
I still don't know how to do travel claims.
I can show you. It's pretty simple.
Okay.
I sent you that email, didn't I?
Yeah, but I think I didn't look at it. I got caught up.
I can walk you through it.
Okay.
It's pretty simple.
But yeah, now I'm trying to get a job with the Chickasaw tribe. They have like 4 permanency planning positions open in Oklahoma City. And their office is literally still right there by like right there south or north of the Capitol building on the, you know where that Grandy's is at?
Yeah.
It's right over there.
Huh.
So like I'd still be going relatively the same distance every day. And
yeah.
so
How do they do like jurisdiction? Like, do they only work with their tribal land?
yes, I believe so. They only work with their not their tribal land, their tribal people.
Okay.
So like if there's a kid like in Kentucky, that kid has to get we have to take care of that kid in Kentucky. Was how it was explained to me.
Okay.
That's a very rare case that like you got to go out of state for it. Not a let me rephrase it. It's not a everyday thing for having to go out of state with for a case, but it's not necessarily a rare thing either.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what I figured it was something like that, but I honestly didn't know for sure. And I just don't know anybody who does those jobs with the tribes to ask those questions. So, um, yeah.
Well, you should see if you can get onto that. You have the training and the experience. Just because you're not Native American doesn't mean shit. I think.
I feel like the amount of travel would be way more. Like,
Yeah, but the amount of pay is way more.
also probably true.
I mean, I told you how much it was, didn't I?
Yeah, you.
That's confirmed, by the way, on top of like health benefits.
So that's after.
That's like including like health benefits and stuff.
Yeah, so that number was
Like
after
kind of like the
everything was
state.
taken out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Yeah, that was because did you send me I know we talked about it, but I couldn't remember if you sent me a text message about it.
I sent you a text message about it.
Yeah, you did. Okay. I don't even know what I'm at right now since I promoted last year.
39.
I don't know. I'd have to double check because I
If I
know
remember correctly, level 1 started at 36, and then level 2 went to 39.
that's probably about right then.
Yeah.
Because I know what I see is I have apparently several more deductions than normal people have for some reason.
Oh yeah, because of your because you have all the insurance stuff with you and your wife.
Well, that and then like I guess I opted in for them to withhold more money for taxes because no one's ever taught me how to fill out a W-2 and I don't know what any of that shit means. Also, can that be a fucking class in high school? Like,
right?
Here's how to fill out a W-2. This is what taxes mean. This is how to change a tire. Like, how to change your oil. Like, shit you would actually use in the real world and not.
I mean, I know how to change a tire and change the oil, but I don't know how to do W-2 and shit like that. It should just be called shit for life.
How to survive.
How to survive. That should be our new bit. That should be our new bit right there is shit for life.
Teaching people how to live.
Teaching people, yeah. One tire at a time.
Like,
all right, that's good. Good times.
I remember I did that at my old school in Oklahoma. Like, I had a couple kids in my class that they were there for like all state prep.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, after auditions, they don't have anything to work on, so we just kind of dicked around for the rest of the semester, essentially. But I remember I had to like change my battery or something one day, so I had one of the kids come out and help me, and his dad sent me a text message later that day and being like, hey, you know, my kid said that you guys were working on your car. Like, I appreciate you showing him how to do stuff like that. And I was like, okay, I was expecting you to like be mad for wasting his time or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's like that's stuff that I'm glad he is learning. It's weird that it came from the band teacher, but
that's funny. No, I never had a. I don't know. I learned all my stuff from my dad getting yelled at, holding the light and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like holding the flashlight in one hand and his beer in the other one. So you know, like that's how I learned how to do stuff.
See, mine just never like did mechanic stuff. So
Yeah.
uh,
But all right, let's go ahead and move on to topic 2 this week. What we got, Conan Jones?
let's see, let me put the time code in here. So I have 2 on here. I saw that Halo Infinite's campaign and co-op and Forge mode are not coming at launch. So that's going to be a later release.
God bless.
So like the already dumpster fire of Halo Infinite's release is even more of a dumpster fire.
So the only thing that's releasing is the free multiplayer?
I think in the regular solo campaign. So it's the co-op campaign and the Forge mode. So which I think
how hard is it to add one other person for the
Good question. I read this earlier and I've kind of forgot where stuff is. So isn't the Forge mode like the level editor kind of thing?
Yeah, where you like make the level and stuff.
Yeah.
Arrives in season 2 will show up about 3 months after launch.
Yeah.
And Forge is planned for season 3, which will be 6 months after launch.
It says, unfortunately, as we focus the team for a quality experience for launch, we made the really tough decision to delay shipping campaign co-op for launch, and we made the tough decision for delaying Forge past launch as well. Like,
that's so. I could understand Forge. Because you got to prepare for like the weird shit people's gonna make. I could understand that, but I cannot understand the delaying of the campaign, the co-op campaign. I cannot understand that. As a matter of fact, didn't they delay this shit by a year already?
Because it was supposed to come out at launch of the new Xbox.
Of the Xbox last year, right?
Yeah,
like I was just making sure that
Thanksgiving or Christmas, if I remember.
And now this isn't coming out until like next year, right?
It sounds like the base game is still releasing holiday. Because I think there was a beta for the Halo Infinite multiplayer that was out not long ago.
Halo Infinite beta. I wouldn't mind playing the beta. Let's see how it
just
goes.
says 2021 for release date. Halo Infinite release date holiday 2021.
Oh, we missed the beta. It'll be in September.
They're doing another one in September.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to play the Halo game. I do want to play the Halo game. I'm playing it on PC though. I don't know if your PC will be able to play it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about at this point with stuff. Like
PC's kind of old. Not flaming you, but
no, we've talked about it for 2 weeks now. Like I am very well aware of how old my shit is.
I'm starting to get the fucking levels of my old AC of PC oldness now. Like
to get it a walker to
boot up. Download more RAM for it.
I did that the other day and it seemed to help a little bit.
You downloaded more RAM?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I got it up to 64 gigs is what it said.
Okay.
There's only one stick in there though, right?
You're trolling me, right?
Yes, I didn't download RAM.
Just making
I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb.
Just making sure. Shit, Conan Jones is like, man, I don't know why my computer's not working. It's got like 15 Trojan viruses in it. I was like, I downloaded more RAM like you told me to.
Man, do you remember like every time you would down something on the internet, it would give your browser another search bar underneath it?
Oh, yes, I remember that.
I remember like going to my aunt's house and she would have like 20 different search bars for stuff.
I figured you were going to say your folks and not...
That too, but
your aunt.
I was on the computers on their stuff enough to like always delete them.
Yeah.
And I just kind of kept up with it, but then with the other family members, it was
That's funny.
nobody was there to clean it
Nobody's
up.
there to save them.
Yeah. Oh God. So yeah. So I was like, the Halo thing is just a total fucking dumpster fire. Like, it's just, I know it's one of those things that a delayed game can possibly be good, but at some point, guys, like you're gonna have to put this stuff out. Like,
I'm really hoping that that the campaign's okay. I love the story of Halo. I didn't play the fifth Halo though because it looked really stupid. I never had an Xbox, so I didn't play the fifth one. But I heard the story was really stupid. Uh, I don't know. I'm gonna get this one though. Like, I want to play multiplayer. I fucking love Halo multiplayer. Like Griffball, man, zombies, capture the flag. I don't even care about like the basic bitch free for all or team deathmatch. I don't even care about that, man. I just like the fun game modes, you
other
know.
stuff.
So see how that goes.
It's been a hot minute since I've played any Halo. I know I bought the Master Chief Collection whenever it came out, but
I did too, but I can't figure out how to get the campaign to work on it.
yeah, I haven't messed with it in forever. I haven't updated it in forever, and I'm sure it'll have like a
5,000 gigabyte upload.
Yeah, it's like a Call of Duty update.
Something like that.
So yeah, the only other gaming thing that I saw that was like even remotely like kind of worth me saying something about is I guess they're rebooting the Saints Row game.
I never played those games.
They were
Aren't they like the knockoff Grand Theft Auto games?
Yeah, I mean that's what it started. It started as a spoof of the Grand Theft Auto series,
Mm-hmm.
and like number 3, if I remember correct, it was either 2 or 3 was like the best one. But 4 got super fucking weird. Like, they kind of just rebooted number 3, but gave everybody superpowers because it was like some sort of computer glitch. So you would like go in and out of the Matrix, but the map was still the same. They just kind of like reskinned it to be like a futuristic neon cyberpunky kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that one was kind of weird.
That seems weird.
Yeah, it was. But like it was a very crackdown, super powered kind of feeling.
Oh, I forgot about that Crackdown game. That was your game.
Yeah,
I forgot all about
that
that.
first Crackdown was my jam.
I totally forgot about that. That was your game.
So yeah, we'll kind of I guess see what happens with Saints Row. So that's kind of just figured out as it comes. They didn't really have a whole lot of information with it, just that it's I guess going to be announced next week at Gamescom. So
Is Gamescom really next week?
I think that's what it said with Jeff Keighley hosting or running.
I didn't realize it was next week. Oh, we got more news to cover.
Something else to talk about.
Let's talk about, and then it starts into like Christmas season and stuff.
Yeah, then we're here for holidays.
Yep. Well, we'll see what I thought. I also heard that they were like remaking the Grand Theft Auto games, the Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas.
Like just a remaster kind of thing.
Yeah, remaster of all 3 of them.
Possibly.
I never played GTA 3, but man, Vice City was like my game. I know a lot of people's was like, man, San Andreas was their game. Vice City was my game. I loved that game. I think Vice City was like my first rated M game, I think.
I never really got into the Grand Theft Auto games. Like,
your mom wouldn't get it for you though.
It was just never really my thing. Like, if that was her thought process, I don't think that was ever actually expressed to me. Like,
Oh,
I don't know. Like, my buddy had San Andreas, but he was one of the. He wasn't an only kid, but he acted like an only kid, where everything was his, and you're not allowed to touch anything that's his. He's just a kind of a shitbag whenever it came to stuff like that. So every time I'd go over there, I would get to watch him play San Andreas, and he would just like fly the plane into the mountains, and that was it. And I was like, okay, this is stupid. Like,
why are you enjoying
why are
this?
you enjoying this? Why am I watching you do this? Like, what is the actual point of this?
Mm-hmm.
But so I know some of that is tainted for me because of that. But it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Well, I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and jump into what we
That's what I
appreciate.
appreciate about you.
Conan Jones, what do you appreciate?
I want to preface this with saying that I appreciate it. I know it is not expected, and I appreciate when it happens because I know you're going to flame me.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate when service industry workers have some sort of personality and interact with you at some level. Like,
What?
when you're at On Cue and you're getting a drink, and they're just like, they don't say any. You put it on the counter, and they just type it in. They don't say how much it is. They just expect you to give them money. There's no verbal interaction. There's no, hey, how's it going? Thanks, have a good day. Like, the literal bare minimum of your job. Which I get it. That's the bare minimum of your job. But
They're gas station employees.
But like, why are you so miserable that you can't even force yourself to have a little bit better of a day? Like,
Because they're gas station employees.
I mean, I was one also for like 2 years.
Yeah, but is that really the same?
As what?
As like what being like in Oklahoma City being a gas station worker?
I mean, the amount of people in and out, probably not. The size of the store, obviously not. But like, the bare bones of the service industry hasn't really changed at all. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. Like, I don't expect anything at places, but I appreciate when people are like, hey, hello, just like acknowledge my existence. And I know people get shit on. I know boomers are shitty. Like, I get it. I know you're tired of being scorned. Like, so you don't make a fuss about it. It is what it is. But like, just me, and maybe part of that is me being raised in the service industry and having to have my customer service voice and personality. Like, if I can do it, you can fucking do it too, kind of mindset.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm on the thing where I'm just like, I want to go in there, no one say a word to me, get my shit and get out. That's what I want.
Um,
And I'm okay if they don't want to say anything to me. Because they have rough lives. And, like, I'll say hi, and that's whatever, hi, bye. That's fine. But I'm not there to chit chat. I'm there to get my stuff and get. I don't even get and even if they don't even say hi to me, I don't care. Like, I'm not rude to them, they're not rude to me. It's not rude to not say hi to somebody, I suppose. But
I don't know.
maybe it is. I don't know.
I I like to have my energy met. Like, if I'm gonna say, hey, how's it going? Like, at least respond to me. Or just tell me to fuck off. Like, say something. Don't just fucking stare at and text at your phone and work the register with your pinky nail. Like, I don't know. Shit like that pisses me off because that's just the exact opposite of how I was raised.
How you did it back in your day?
And how I was expected to do stuff and how I was forced to do things. Like,
You're sounding kind of boomerish.
and maybe so. Like, may if I'm wrong, tell me. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I will admit you kind of sound an old man Jonesy right now, but to a point, I understand that you want your energy matched and stuff like that. But you know, you could have caught these people on bad days, and
this is very true.
They're going through the motions and stuff. Like,
yes, that is a very good point. So, if it's a one-time thing, I'm just like, I've never been in this store before. I'll never be back. I don't know you. It is what it is. I go about my day. I don't give it a second thought. I stop by this on queue on the way to work pretty regularly, and it's usually the same people working.
Oh, the one over the highway?
Yeah, over off Expressway.
I had a good interaction with that one. But it's okay. I've been in it like 3 times, and I've had a good interaction every time. I guess it's just kind of like how the Sonic by my house is awful to me, but you like it, so it's.
We just expect different things. I think also, like you said, if you can get in, get out, and not talk to anybody, you're all good with it. And like all of my bitching aside, like I haven't had any bad experiences. Like all of the workers are just super fucking cold and just withdrawn and on their phones all the time. And I'm just like, these damn kids are ruining everything.
Yeah,
there we go.
Fucking boomer.
I had to go full circle.
I'm just saying, man, like, I want to get my stuff and get out. I'm a very introverted person. Like, Conan, you're kind of an extrovert. I know you're going to, like, say you're not, but you're kind of an extrovert.
I have become way more extroverted doing this job. Like,
yeah. And I've always been an introvert, and I want to keep being an introvert. Like, there's no part of me that's like, man, let's go out and fucking do stuff. But I am kind of doing something tonight, so we'll get to that in my win of the week. Oh yeah. All right. So that's what you appreciate.
What do you appreciate? I went on an 8-minute long rant.
Shit. I didn't really think of one of these this week. I guess I just appreciate the opportunities that I have before me, with the possibility of getting a different job and not having to work for the state.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Opportunities.
All right, Conan Jones, what have you been playing this week?
I've still just been no-lifing Planet Coaster. Like, I'm almost to a point where I'm done with this particular park.
Nolan's Land.
Yeah. So, I probably, after I'm done with it, I'll probably put it on the workshop, just for people to go and look and critique.
Make fun of?
Yeah, essentially. I've gotten everything on the outsides done. Now I've got like a little river boat thing in the middle of the park that I just have to make all look pretty, and I've just kind of been ignoring it, but neither here nor there, I guess. So, playing a little bit of ARAM still. I mean, it's kind of the same shit as last week and the week before and the week before that. So, I said you've been playing some WoW.
Yeah, I've been playing WoW, started that guild, and that's pretty much it. I haven't really been doing much. I'm gonna do. I think there's some game I want. I forgot what. Oh, we're gonna play New World when it comes out. You might like New World, actually, Conan. Have you looked at anything with New World?
I have never heard of it.
It's an MMO, but it's like a Viking one. It's like kind of like Valheim.
I feel like I've seen this art.
But we're gonna play that when it comes out. New World. It's like made by Amazon Game Studios or something like that.
Closed beta happened last month.
And the open beta will be pretty soon, I think.
Explore a thrilling open-world MMO filled with danger and opportunity, where you'll forge a new destiny for yourself as an adventurer shipwrecked on the supernatural island of Aeternum. Aeternum.
Enough, and all my friends are going to be playing it, so you might look into it.
Yeah. Oh, it's rated T for teen for blood and violence. I can't do blood. Mom said no.
Mom said no.
The screenshots look cool though.
Yeah. Here, I'll share this with you. You can watch this later. I'm watching this video right now. Why is my
blew up?
What?
They blew up a big tower. Broski's got like a big old flower on his head. And Captain Jack Sparrow over here. Oh, gotta have the flaming skeletons. What's a video game without skeletons on fire?
Right? Oh no, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, there's a couple of videos on that I just pulled up, but I don't want to click them since I'm recording.
Right.
So. All right.
You might play that with us though. I might see.
Yeah.
If you like it or not. I think it's like $40.
Do some looking around.
Yep. All right, let's see what grinds my gears this week.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Bitches be crazy. Is what grinds my gears this week, man. I don't understand why people that are in leadership positions like that, like, lose their fucking mind when shit doesn't go like right every single time, and it just like to the point where you're yelling at your people that they could be replaceable. I don't understand it.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of explanation for something like that, unfortunately. Like, that's... What is the Remember the Titans quote? It's...
Strong side!
Yeah. Attitude reflects leadership, Captain.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's a good one. Attitude reflects leadership. That's a good one, Conan Jones. Look at you go.
Look at me.
But that's what grinds my gears. All right, Conan Jones, let's jump into our wins of the week. Conan Jones, what is your win of the week?
I didn't really have a win to share this week either. Like, it was not a bad week. It wasn't necessarily a good week. It was just kind of here. So I know there's some stuff in the works, but nothing yet.
We can't talk about yet.
So there's just kind of doing the thing still. Is there anything happen at work that was good? No, yeah, just kind of thing that's boring. I'm sorry, but
it's all good.
Neither of us had anything for wins this week.
No, I haven't. I just didn't type anything in. If you notice, all my things are blank. I forgot to type everything in. Tonight I'm going on a date tonight.
Ooh.
We're going to a Brazilian steakhouse at the
Texas Day Brazil?
No, the one at the Firelight Grand Casino.
Is that the one in Shawnee?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even know what to expect with the show. I looked at the food though, man. Food looks really good.
Yeah.
Like it looks real. I'm not sure what to expect though, but
just with the food or in general?
no, just the food. Like, I mean, I know what to. I guess yeah, all of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It'll be.
That's exciting though. Is it?
Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
with the yeah.
Okay. I said just leave it there.
Yeah.
Are you guys? You said tonight.
Yep.
All right. Well, good luck. Say hopefully. I'm sure everything will go fine.
Yeah.
I sent you a message whenever you said something about that yesterday, and then you left me on red.
I got busy because I started arguing with my friends, so I started arguing with Worse and then about keys. We bricked the 20. Okay, we bricked the 20 key last night, and then like we started fighting about it, and like this one domestic just started fucking. Domestic was trolling me the whole time, and it pissed me off, and I just fucking exploded on his ass. Anyways, but yeah, tonight's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
But all right.
Are y'all?
Thank you guys.
Oh, go ahead.
What? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if you guys are like gambling or anything afterwards, just going to eat.
No, my brother's going with me.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if your brother was going or not.
Well, I'm gonna leave his ass in the car and be like how my dad did me. I'm a CPS worker, by the way.
I wasn't sure if he was going to like grandma's house or something.
Nah, he's coming with me.
Okay. I mean, that makes more sense then.
Yeah.
My bad.
All good.
All right. Yeah,
thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have a question or a subject you want us to talk about in our next podcast, go leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. You can also follow the Fantasy 63 Discord and leave your fan questions in the questions tab. But thank you guys again. And remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.